Possum Patty here. It is August 20th and I'm going to go for a walk. So why don't you come along and see what we can nature journal today. But first, before we walk through my rain garden project, I want to take you back in time. This is what my little rain garden project looks like today. Remember, this was one big mud puddle. I dug it out a little bit and I put in some gravel. I did some planting. I have a monarda on the left side and a monarda growing on the right side. These I planted for the hummingbirds. I planted some native plants. These are foam flowers, and those are 3 astilbes back there. I'm trying out this little plant here. These are miniature cattails. We'll see how they do. And on this side we have some ferns. And this was another project I did earlier in the spring when I transplanted some jack-in-the-pulpits, and they seem to survive pretty good. I have it tagged so I can look at this spot next year and see if it comes up again. I also transplanted some sensitive ferns back here because there weren't any in this area, and I really like them. So we shall see what this looks like come spring. It's a beautiful day today and I really have a yearning to take a walk in the woods. It's so hard to walk in the woods this time of year because look at the ferns. There's no trail and you can't see where you're walking. I brought my walking stick with me. I'm going to try and make a little trail. See if I can see anything new. I came out to this little clearing and here's this beautiful log covered in moss. It's getting a peek of sunshine. I'm standing next to one of our little habitats that the birds love so much. Well, you never know what magic you're going to find in the forest. And here's my second log, and I found a few mushrooms, some fungi growing on this log. So what is this? I don't know. Well, this one looks like a puffball. And I don't know what that one is. It looks like another puffball. From here I can see a tree that came down in this tropical storm, Isa. Well, we have a bramble here along the lane that looks much different than the blackberries. It has this very light green stem, but when you rub it, the white comes off. It's darker green underneath. You can see the prickers are much different than the blackberries, and the back of the leaves are very light compared to the front of the leaves. Even the leaf stem has got little prickers on it. But I don't see any berries on it right now, so I don't know what it is, but I will look it up. Well, I certainly hit the jackpot today. It was a beautiful day for a walk in the woods. I discovered some magic on a log. I believe these are the pear-shaped puffballs. They're on the log. And this one little mushroom that strangely looks like a nipple. I'm not really sure what it is, but it does look like a magic mushroom. I found a new vine. I think this one's the black raspberry because it's so different than the blackberry vines that are growing around all over the ground. And then I found 3 yellow golden creatures. The first is a pretty yellow Zabulon skipper that I found over on the ironweed. This picture is at the beginning of this video. Skippers are strange little creatures, not quite a butterfly, not quite a moth. They have stout, fuzzy bodies, large eyes, and strange antennae. And they hold their wings at a really crazy angle that's hard to draw. And then there was the golden dragonfly that I had in the last video. I'm really not sure what kind of dragonfly this is. It may be a wandering glider. The wandering gliders have an annual multi-generational migration. They travel over 11,000 miles, and they're found just about everywhere on Earth, except of course Antarctica. Or it might be an orange meadowhawk, because sometimes they're yellow. I'll have to get a closer look and find more identifying marks on this dragonfly. But my big golden find today was this gold frog. It was an amazing yellow gold frog. Upon closer inspection, it seems to have a little bit of a green chin. So maybe it's a green frog. I know the green frogs down south are bronze, and sometimes the green frogs are born without the yellow pigment and they're blue. So just maybe this is a green frog that was born without the blue pigment, so it's yellow. It's a very strange find because there are no yellow frogs in this neck of the woods. Thanks for coming along today. Happy nature journaling. Bye-bye.